Okay, for our next video, we are going to be working with random monsters. So what are random monsters? As I mentioned in the video before, that wild Pokemon that appears out of nowhere when you're walking through an area in the map with high grass, for example. Okay, how can we do that? I'm going to show you now. There are two things we can do. First, we could have the monster appear in the whole map at once, or, which is normally nicer, we set some specific areas in the map where the monsters can spawn. Let me show you here one that's ready, for example. So this is my world map for the game I created, and you'll notice that we have this A, B, C, and R with the colors. Take a look what I did to my map. You'll have a lot of these colors here making different areas. And why is that? So that we can have specific monsters randomly appearing in different areas. This is a good way to control the difficulty of the game. So you put stronger monsters in an area and weaker monsters in other. For example, I would put my weakest monsters here, close to the village where we start the game. And as they move to other places, they start getting harder. Okay? So let's put some random monsters in the village. I'm going to make some appear here in this area. So I'm going to choose a number. Let's go for 1. And remember, I have to be in the mapping mode here. And I'm going to make this whole central square numbered as 1, right? After we do that, we just come here to the map, right click, and go to edit. And we have this, delete and start and this again. You have this encounter part. Let's double click here. And you see what we have. You can choose the troops, the same thing as we had before when we start battle processing, the last video. So I can make some bats appear, for example. And I can make them appear in the whole map. In that way, no matter where you walk in the map, they can appear. This can be a little bit too much. Weight will help define how often they appear. So the higher this number, more monsters will appear. Okay? But in my case, I don't want them to appear in the whole map. I want them to appear only in this area I marked here in the center. So I'm going to mark it to say that I want enemies to appear. So these 2 bats will appear only in the region with ID 1. Okay? Click OK. And let's test this. I'm going to play test from the beginning. And I'm just going to be walking here around. And there you have it. A random monster just jumping at you. Yeah, apparently my bats are a bit too strong. This is something you guys will have to play test a lot today. So work with the monsters, making sure the combats are balanced, that they are challenging, they are fun, but your characters have to be able to win. Otherwise, your players are not going anywhere. Okay? So this is the last part about combat. It's really now about you guys going back to the enemies and troops setting and balancing those numbers. Make sure the monster strength is not much bigger than the hero strength. Also, remember that heroes will rise in levels and get stronger with time. Okay, this will make a difference too. In our next videos, this may be for this day or the next day in Car's Choice, we are going to learn a little bit how to do that thing about the doors, how to add things that change during the game. Okay? See you soon.